Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On the ground, it's Edwards. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. Oh, big juke to get past. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a double.
Puck, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkill. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires the pass, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Keeps the legs moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Grab behind the line. It's Loveland.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
This is a designed run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but he couldn't get it done there.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Michigan 14, Washington 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Running with power. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
The give to the tailback.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... Lets it fly! He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. They knock him down right there.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Latu. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Huskies want to move quickly. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Unloads to the right. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll just keep slinging it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pulls it in. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second and goal coming up. Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It's still third and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Army. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
Continues to fight for yards. Nothing but green ahead. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan 35, Washington.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score.
Oh, it's out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
35, Washington, 21.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone.